Hello, I'm Debbie Solomon, Learning Director at GIS 24/7. I've been speaking to a number of our learning account holders recently about learning styles. So I thought I'd put together this short video to outline about learning styles to anyone who was interested to know more about them. Understanding your learning style can help you learn more effectively and help you introduce various little tips and tricks that will help you learn with your style much more effectively and therefore make your learning much more enjoyable. This doesn't just apply to GIS, it also applies to anything else you learn. We all learn using a combination of different learning styles, a real mix of them, but each of us does have a preferred way of learning. And that might be a visual learner, an auditory learner, a kinesthetic learner, or a logical learner. So each of these different learning styles has a dominant trait, different way in which you prefer to learn. So understanding which you are and therefore the tips and techniques you can employ can really enhance your learning journey, making it more effective and helping you to enjoy your learning. Now, visual learners, you're visual. You really like colourful diagrams, everything outlined with flow charts, very clear visual images. So in our e-learning, we always use video presentations, which is absolutely right up the street for visual learners. And we enhance those with zooming in, panning around, graphics, highlighters, so it's as visual as it can be. Visual learners, if you are ever presented with material you need to learn and it's, say, text-based, you'll probably struggle a bit with that. So one of the things you can do is make your own diagram, draw things out, add some colour so the visual representation of what you're trying to learn makes sense to you. Auditory learners learn mainly through listening and also reading. And it's said that you can retain up to 75% of what you listen to. You like reading, you like listening to transcripts. So with our e-learning, our videos have voiceovers which suit your style, but also we have closed captions on them so you can read along as well. A useful trick for auditory learners when you are doing the hands-on exercises that go with our training courses is to actually read each of the instruction steps in the exercises out aloud. That will really help things click for you. Kinesthetic learners are tactile learners. They learn by doing. So the hands-on exercises that go with our technical training are absolutely right up your street. So you'll probably want to do the exercises 2 or 3 times because seeing how things work and seeing the results of what you're actually doing is really the way to get things to click for you. And understanding that you're a kinesthetic learner means that you'll know that you possibly might take a little bit of time for everything to click for you. That's absolutely normal. Kinesthetic learners just perhaps take a little bit of extra time for things to click. And understanding that takes the stress away because you know it might take a little bit longer, but you will be just as good, just as competent as any of the other learning styles. Logical learners, they like to learn through a logical pathway to their learning. It has to be a linear structure. And all our training courses are based around that structure, from beginner right the way through to advanced user, building up the complexity and depth as you go through. Logical learners also like goal-oriented learning. So we say with a training approach, you should do 1 section a day or each week, depending on how fast you want to go through the training. So the goal would be to complete 1 video and 1 exercise, and that would help you achieve goals along your pathway. You also like detail and reading. So reviewing all your notes is a really good way for logical learners to help things stick. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an introduction about the different learning styles. We've prepared some more information about different styles of learning, and that is available as an ebook for anyone who wants to download to help read up a bit more. It will help you work out what learning style you are. And once you know your learning style, there are lots of useful tips and tricks in there that you can use to make anything you want to learn that little bit clearer, that little bit easier, and hopefully for you to enjoy that journey. Thank you for listening.